In this video, I want to talk about the three taxes that a Spanish company has to pay. These are IVA, also known as VAT or Value Added Tax, Corporation Tax, also known as Revenue Tax, and IRPF, which translated to English means Physical Person Income Tax. I will start with the IVA, aka VAT, aka Value Added Tax. This is a tax that doesn't affect companies directly. It is paid by the final consumer or the final receiver of the service. The company just acts as a gatherer. For example, each time the company sells its product or offers its service, on top of their fee, they will charge a 21% more to the client in concept of VAT. And these amounts gathered from clients, the company will deposit them to the tax administration at the end of each quarter. But because VAT is a tax that doesn't affect companies directly, before paying it, the company has to deduct all the VAT paid to suppliers when making a purchase or any expense. For example, when purchasing a printer or spending on publicity. So, the accountant calculates the difference between the VAT gathered from clients and the VAT paid to suppliers. And that difference is what will be deposited to the tax administration. But what happens if one quarter the company has paid more VAT than what they have gathered from clients? Well, the tax administration will not pay the cash back immediately, but will be kept as a balance for the next quarters. The tax administration will only pay back if, at the end of the year, the company still has that balance. Now the corporation tax, aka revenue tax. Basically, this is that the company pays to the tax administration a 25% of its net revenue. So, on one side, you sum up all the expenses the company had in a year, like salaries, publicity, utilities, and on the other side, you sum up all the incomes, like sales and services offered. Hopefully, the company made more income than expenses, and the difference between income and expenses will be considered the net revenue. And of this resulting amount, the company will pay a 25% of it to the tax administration. But what if the company has losses one year? Then the 25% of these net losses will be kept as a balance to use for the following years when the company makes profits. This tax is paid annually. And now the IRPF, aka Physical Person Income Tax. By physical person, I mean a natural person that acts by its name and should be distinguished between a corporation or a legal entity. And why does the company have to pay a physical person income tax if it already paid the corporation tax? Well, this is also a tax that doesn't affect the company directly. I will explain. The company has workers, and the company pays to these workers. So these workers are making an income with their salary, therefore they have to pay a percentage of it to the tax administration. What the company does is retain these amounts from the workers and pay it to the tax administration for them. Another case is when the company hires the services of a professional who is a freelancer, for example a painter or a plumber. The company pays to this professional, so this professional is making an income and has to pay a percentage of it to the tax administration. The company retains this amount and makes a deposit for him. Third case is when the building or office that the company is using for its activity is rented by a natural person. The company pays the rent, so this person is making an income and has to pay a percentage of it to the tax administration. The company retains this percentage and makes the deposit for the renter. Normally, the invoices issued by professionals or by the renter will already include the amount to retain. This tax is paid quarterly. That's it. Those are the three taxes that a Spanish company has to pay. I hope I explained myself well and you got a better understanding of them.